Hello, Eddie. Nice to see you. I was just going to ask you, you seem to have started the season so well and looking so sharp. Did you do anything extra in the summer, even before pre-season, to kind of get yourself in that sort of kind of frame of mind and also physical condition?
Yeah, I think I always try to each summer try and get that little head start, obviously before pre-season, and obviously this season I had a really good camp. I felt fresh, felt good, and obviously came into Arsenal and had a good pre-season where they worked us really hard. So I think what helps is obviously the fact I've had opportunities as well from the start, which has been nice, obviously getting the first few starts. So that allows you to build that rhythm and that kind of confidence and gain. And I think with every game I'm playing, I feel more comfortable and getting better. So hopefully I can stay in the team and help contribute and keep contributing to the team.
You just touched on who's helped you through the journey, really. And I guess you like a lot of young players probably had setbacks along the way. Sort of kind of it didn't work out at one club, did work out at Arsenal. When you look back upon those times, does that make you stronger? If one club, if you don't get signed for one club and it works out for you at another, does that strengthen your mentality?
Yeah, I think so. I think obviously at a young age, 14, I had to deal with obviously a big setback. So it makes you resilient. I think it also gives you a different level of hunger. You obviously know what it feels like to be at the bottom and be out. So you don't want to get back there. I think we've all got talent, but what separates us is our mentalities and how much we want it and how hungry we are. So I always try to keep that with me wherever I go, whatever level I play at, and yeah, I think it's really helped me.
I mean, I think Thierry has been really good for you as well, isn't he? Sort of kind of does he?
Yeah, Thierry.
He's the one for mentality, isn't he?
Yeah, Thierry's been magnificent for me. Obviously, I was able to be coached by him. Obviously, first year scholar at 16, so it was amazing. One of my best and most enjoyable seasons, being able to bounce ideas, learn from him, and he gave me a lot of confidence. And still to this day, whenever I see him, he's always there and always supporting me. So I'm really grateful.
Thanks. I'm going to go this side to Henry.
Eddie, you've always been known as a goal poacher. We obviously saw far more to your game with some of the link-up work, particularly on Sunday. Has Mikel sort of worked on that to fit into that system more?
Yeah, I think naturally. I think I've always had more to my game than just goals. I think obviously when you score goals, it's a really important role, so it kind of highlights a lot of stuff. But I think with the consistency in the game time I've been getting, I've been allowed to showcase obviously more sides to my game, and I think obviously working under a manager like Mikel, tactically it makes you so much better. You understand your role as a striker so much more than obviously what you have to do in and around the box. So no, I think I've definitely improved, and it's not just been this season, it's been gradual obviously over the years and all the hard work I've put on the training ground and also outside. So I think we have great coaching staff, and obviously hopefully I can continue on this trajectory and keep improving.
Eddie, you talked about the pride of your parents when the international call-up came because of the sacrifices they made. I was wondering if you could give us some insight into some of those sacrifices when you were younger.
Yeah, it's a long list, to be fair. My sisters as well, man. I remember just in terms of my parents, my mum obviously and my dad. My dad would drive me to every game, home, away, tours as a kid. He would book a flight, come and watch, support. Mum would stay out washing kit. Sisters would finish school, come and pick me up to take me on a train all the way to Cobham, or if that would be to Hayland. So there's been a lot of things, and obviously also when you get released at the age of 13, 14, them being there and supporting you and knowing that it's not the end of the world, So I think there's been loads of little things and probably so much for me that I can't list them all, but I'm so grateful to my family and also my friends that's always supported and been there for me through the ups and downs, and obviously some special coaches along the way. So now I'm proud obviously to have those people part of my journey, and hopefully I can continue to make them proud.
Dave Heitner.
Hi Eddie, you have the number 14 shirt. I'm guessing that's to do with Thierry, and also is it a sign of your confidence that you're willing to have that shirt? It's a very famous shirt at Arsenal.
Yeah, I think 14's always been a number I've liked. Obviously I wore it alone at Leeds as well, and obviously Thierry's wore it, which obviously made the number a lot more special. But yeah, obviously when the number was available and it was offered to me, it was one that I embraced, and obviously I'm not here to try and recreate obviously Thierry's moments. I'm here to try and put my own stamp on it and try and create my own special memories in that shirt, which I think has been a good start, and I'm looking forward to the future. And obviously I know what it means being an Arsenal fan to wear that number, so I try to go out there and give my all every time I step on the pitch.
Eddie, what's the best specific bit of advice that Thierry or even Ian Wright has ever given you? Anything specific that's stuck in your mind?
Probably just to believe in yourself. I think he came in and saw obviously the quality I had at 16, 17 and said, like, you've got a lot of quality and you just need to believe in yourself. No matter what anyone says, the most important thing is your belief in yourself. That's what's going to drive you and push you and motivate you. So I think that's probably one of the best bits of advice I've received.
And I guess when it's someone like Thierry Henry saying that, that means a lot more than most other guys.
Hey, I think he knows what he's talking about, so it's not a bad feeling, yeah.
Okay, Nizar, do you want to? Yeah. Use the mic there, sorry.
Oh, yeah. Could I just ask you spoke a bit about being released. How did that sort of change you, that experience, and did it make you even more determined at 13 to sort of, take the chances that came after?
Yeah, I think it did. Obviously, I was there from 9 to 14 at Chelsea, and obviously it came as a shock to me. Obviously, I was doing well at the time. Obviously, Declan was of that age group as well, so similar experience. But yeah, I think it just gives you a sense of, awakening, and you just know, like, things can change like this. You can lose everything you've worked for. So I think it gives you that extra bit of motivation, resilience. When things are hard, I'm able to dig, I think, a level deeper that maybe some people can't and don't want to go into. So yeah, I think it's obviously shaped me, and it's all part of the experiences. Some boys might not have experienced that, but they've also had different lows in their career. So this was my journey, and obviously it's helped me become who I am today.
Could I just follow that up? You mentioned Declan. Is it funny that you've sort of crossed paths again after having the same sort of disappointment and hit?
Yeah, it is. I think it's just funny how life works sometimes. I think obviously we've done the kind of full 360 to be back together. So yeah, like we said, we've had different journeys to get here, but we all are on the same path and want the same thing, which is to obviously do well for our club and obviously country as well.
Eddie, you spoke about the mentality to succeed at your club, but during previous seasons when maybe you weren't in the team, was it ever a consideration that you might have to take another path? Some young players your age went abroad when they were younger and things like that. Was that ever something you had to think about?
Yeah, of course. I think there's been obviously different opportunities and different thought processes along the way. Obviously, I've always believed I can make it and play here. Obviously, everyone's journey is different. This was my journey. There's obviously always been transfer talk and speculation, but obviously I'm happy that I've done this route, and I'm proud to be part of Arsenal. I feel like it's home to me, and I'm excited to obviously the future and hopefully have a long, successful career here.
And with a lot of the younger players do have quite a lot of loans. You only had one at Leeds, and it got cut short at the time. Was that experience? Did that kind of think to yourself that maybe the loan system wasn't for you?
Not necessarily. I think obviously it was a good loan obviously for myself. Obviously it was the season that we obviously got promoted. So Mikel come back. I think obviously through my career there's been a lot of changes obviously in the management, which is something unusual for Arsenal, who's obviously always had one management. Obviously I think I played under 3 different managers. So as a young player, it's hard, to kind of gauge where you are. You have to kind of reprove yourself each year. So I think it's been good to have Mikel in and be here for a few years. I've been able to obviously establish myself and progress obviously up through the ranks. So I think I'm in a good place. And like I said, everyone's journey is different. Some people go on loan, some people go abroad. This was my story, and hopefully I can continue to grow my story at Arsenal.
Okay, thank you everyone. We'll end it there. Appreciate your time today.
Thank you.